Yeah, it's we're still going to have to play a good cricket because, as everyone knows, Premiership's a one-off squad, not just a playing 11.
Does that throw a bit of your planning out, having such a vastly different side that you're up against versus what you would have been planning for in the previous days?
I guess we didn't really play our best cricket last match, so I think for us it's probably look in, not out. What I mean by that is obviously focus on our own game rather than the opposition. You know, if we do all the little things, you know, we might come, you know, we're going to do the 1%ers, and then you go to a long way to winning a match then. So more focus is on us, and if we execute our plans, you never know. But yeah, it does make planning probably a little bit more difficulty, but anyway, it is what it is.
Now I notice that you just keep talking over the ball as though nothing's happening. Your heart rate just stays the same.
Oh, look, mate, you got to enjoy it, don't you? Just hope Moeen doesn't hear me as we're running in. But it's quite a funny feeling without the crowd involved. But yeah, look, I've first and foremost got to thank the crowds that have come out to all the PSL games. They've been exceptional. Obviously, my first time to Pakistan, and how loud they've been is you know, it's very warming and welcoming.
Fantastic stuff from Chris. Chris, thanks so much. Chris Lynn mic'd up here on a very crucial game for this Lahore Qalandars team. And Ramiz, just wonderful to hear his thoughts on the crowds.
That's right, yeah, they've been outstanding. Oh, and that's an outstanding delivery as well. Yorker cleaning up Moeen Ali up front early. Decimated the stumps, absolutely demolished the stumps. What a delivery.
Well, this is exceptional. No crowd, same celebration note. We've seen it all tournament. That is as good a Yorker as he's going to get. Just a little bit of away movement. That's why he's been so good. And that's a Joe Dot. Fastest delivery of the day. 143 kilometres. Ali out for one, it's 2 for 1.
नया पीक फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें Zong 4G
मजेदार कॉइन से बना नया सीन ऑन लिप स्मैकिंग फ्लेवर्स और एक्साइटिंग क्रंच शेप में तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो सिर्फ 99 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता 4000 MB से मजे उड़ाओ अभी स्टार 288 हैश मिलाओ और मोर से ज्यादा डेटा चलाओ
जगाए ग़िज़ायत की लाली
नई ऑल्पर्स डेयरी क्रीम किधर जैज़ वीकली मेगा प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और फ्री जैज़ टीवी पर लाइव क्रिकेट के मजे उड़ाओ
दुनिया को बता दो
नया पीक फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
What a delivery from Shine Shah Afridi, an out-swinging Yorker. Handle that. Take that. Massive delivery. Have a look at the late movement. It shaped in, and then after pitching, it left him. Brilliant.
Looking at the way that ball, the trajectory of that ball, you would say that Moeen Ali played that superbly. Just looked like a straight one into the pads, clip off the feet for 4. Not if that man had anything to do with it. Just a little bit of late movement and standard celebration. 12 wickets now in the PSL for Shane Afridi. He's had a stellar tournament.
Bit of off-spin for the left-hander to handle.
Oh, bowling. Hard, fucker.
Only a single. Chris, what about that delivery?
It had a bit of Dirk Nanners about it, didn't it? Oh, yeah, but, mate, I reckon you're doing well if you'd hit that.
I don't think I ever moved the ball that much.
Yeah, mate, he's been a consistent performer for us, so I have no doubt we'll be trying to hunt him down for a big bash team.
He comes across as a shy individual, Chris, Shine Shah Afridi. Is he talking much in the dugout?
He's actually, as an overseas player, he, you know, a lot of players struggle with English, but he's actually got really good English, so I communicate really well with him, and he's quite open and has a bit of a laugh. But no, he's been great around the group. He's you know, really taken on that leadership as being the spearhead in the group, and yeah, he's a fantastic player, and He actually wants to try and get up the batting order, so that's what he's been pushing for.
Come on, kiss the pad now, big boy.
Is communication an issue in a side like yours?
It's not too bad, not too bad. Catch it, please. Thank you.
Another one gone.
The crowd goes wild.
Wow. What a start by Qalandars. They needed this couple of early blows, and Multan Sultans on the back foot. It's the skipper who's gone.
Catch it, please. Not my normal reaction. And that's trying to turn that onto leg side for a couple of runs. And rightfully delighted because Ishan's been so threatening throughout the tournament. Good catch running forward. Jubilee, safe hands catch. Ishan's got to go. It's 4 for 2.
My ABL Business Internet Banking के साथ फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन की एक्सेस, एम्प्लॉयज की सैलरी ट्रांसफर, बल्क पेमेंट, ट्रेड फाइनेंस जब चाहें कर सकते हैं।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चले अब मैच देखते हैं।
जैस कैश मोबाइल अकाउंट के साथ घर बैठे मोबाइल लोड खरीदें फौरन। किसी भी नंबर पर जैस कैश ऐप डाउनलोड करें। पैसा नहीं, जैस कैश।
हैप्पी सुबह और गर्ल्स की हैप्पी सुबह, हैप्पी सुबह और गर्ल्स की हैप्पी सुबह।
सिर्फ 99 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता 4000 MB से मजे उड़ाओ। अभी स्टार 288 हैश मिलाओ और मोर से ज्यादा डेटा चलाओ।
Come on, Hafiz. Come on, pad now. Pad now.
Perfect start for Lahore Qalandars. They've got both the openers back in the pavilion, and it's Shan Masood, the captain, alongside the overseas pro Ravi Bopara, to try to repair the situation. But what a start for the home side, Ramiz.
Very good catch as well.
Come on.
Hafiz has got
Come on, Professor, find
a
three.
sensational record against the left-handers.
Catch it.
Big shot inside out dry will earn him a 4.
Well, Professor.
So something to break this hold of the Qalandars, breaking the shackles.
Just trying to turn that ball to leg and get a couple of runs. I wonder if that's just an indication of the way this pitch is playing. A little bit slow, holding up in the pitch, bringing about the leading edge. This is a different looking pitch to the ones that we've seen here so far across this tournament. Looks a little older, a little more tired.
Yeah, got to slip in place now.
Oh, Bali.
Good call for 2. You've got to take your runs on offer here and be able to rotate the strike well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading it as a flaky surface now suddenly, because the ball is sticking into the 22 yards, a lot of cracks. But it still would categorize as a batting strip more than a bowling surface. Short ball put away. Shan Masood looking to attack, and so far so good. 11 for 2.
My ABL डिजिटल बैंकिंग से बस फेस आईडी से लॉगिन किया, क्यूआर से पेमेंट, कभी भी कहीं भी सब आपके हाथ में।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलिए अब मैच देखते हैं।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
मजेदार कॉइन से बना नया सीन ऑन, एक्साइटिंग क्रंच शेप में लिप स्मैकिंग फ्लेवर्स, तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो।
50 रुपए के लोड से पूरा महीना मोर से ज्यादा फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप के मजे उड़ाओ। तो अभी स्टार 911 हैश मिलाओ।
नया पिंक फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में।
Introduce, let's see whether Shan Masood can work with the changes. missing the stumps. Down the leg side, Shine Shah Afridi is trying to convince the umpire he's not interested.
It's a good point you raise, Ramiz, about changing the team. Yeah, definitely going down. Because you find that teams that win tournaments, generally speaking, are the ones that are improving throughout the tournament and reaching their peak at finals time. Remember, you can watch us anywhere across Pakistan on YouTube, B Sports PK, live streaming. So many ways you can watch the PSL action. Coming back for two again. Let's have a look at that LBW. Wow. Just tickling the top of the stumps. Maybe well worth it. A question to the skipper.
Pakistan Super League official YouTube channel. You have to subscribe. Fantastic content and exclusive stuff you won't see anywhere else. Live streaming partners, cricketgateway.com, crickwick.net at Mina, and in India, sportstiger.com. Well, Ramiz, at the toss, Shan Masood spoke to you about momentum, but what happens if you lose here? How do you regain that heading into a very crucial couple of days coming up now in this competition?
I would have been hesitant introducing new lot just before the all-important semi-final tie. You don't want to experiment a lot. Just stick with what you've got that have earned you victories and momentum, and we know that winning momentum and rhythm is hard to get in T20 cricket. 4 changes were made by Multan Sultans, trying out a few bench players.
Yeah, the flip side of that, though, Ramiz, would be that the likes of Tanveer and Afridi, they've been struggling to play back-to-back games. Afridi in particular. Quick scramble. Get in, but muffled appeal. So I don't mind the idea of resting those older guys. But this is a wholesale change today. This is basically, they're replacing their entire bowling attack. And just wonder what sort of effect that will have.
Qalandars making just one change. Farzan Raja is a leggy, reintroduced in the playing 11.
When I spoke to Sohail Tanveer the other day, he said the key to their success has been experience. He's not there today. Neither is Tahir. If there was a day for Lahore to beat Multan, it's today. Ball-by-ball action on crickandjiff.com. Also some fantastic content from our official statistician, Mazza. So enjoy that, crickandjiff.com.
That's free Edward. You can't be doing that.
He's brilliant at what he does.
He can be horrendous at times.
Come on, steady on, guys.
No, he's good. He's decent. 14 for 2 after 3.
नया Big Freed Super Classic Chocolate. सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा.
किधर? जैज़ वीकली मेगा प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और फ्री जैज़ टीवी पर लाइव क्रिकेट के मजे उड़ाओ.
दुनिया को बता दो.
PTCL दे रहा है 4 MBPS की कीमत में 8 MBPS अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट.
Hold on a second. Come on, Happy.
Chris Lynn is still with us. Chris, how the game has changed. Batsmen with a lot of muscles and fast bowlers with lean muscles.
What, are you saying Dirk doesn't have any muscles?
Oh,
There has been a bit of banter in the commentary box, though. Listen, I mean, you could really turn things on here today. We know how you like getting going, especially in the power play. So excited about the opportunity to play a big hand today?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think obviously being a day game, generally it's batting friendly. The wicket looks like it's holding up a little bit, but yeah, I think, you know, throughout the tournament I've got a lot of starts, so if I can capitalise on a couple of those starts and turn those sort of 20s and 30s into 70s, 80s, 90s would be ideal. We've seen how Ben Dunk's done it throughout the season, and it's you know, obviously they're match-winning knocks, so I'll be looking to dig deep today, but yeah, I do take that element of risk when I bat though, so yeah, if I can get that early risk out of the way, then I'll be okay.
It's like he pumps his arms up with a bicycle pump, isn't it? Massive biceps. Look how tight that top is. Did you order that specially?
I think it's just an extra small shirt.
Are you sure you're in the right sport?
I used to be a bit of a footy player, but you know, I like facing blokes that bowl 140, not weigh 140. So.
You've been absolutely fun, Chris, and I know it's tough playing without the fans here, but I can tell you everyone is watching and the whole city of Lahore is backing your team, so have a good game.
Yeah, thank you guys. Go the Qalandars.
Go the Lynn.
What have you guys had for lunch today? Because there's a serious amount of banter.
Catch it. Nice, nice, nice.
Making up for lack of special effects, no crowd, no fans, making you nice and happy.
Well, I have to say, 80% of the competition played in front of packed houses, and with the situation around the world, you've got to be cautious, and I think well done to the organisers for handling it well.
Bald.
But wherever you're watching from, and whoever you're supporting, tweet us and maybe we'll mention you on air.
It's strange, isn't it? It's almost a purer game, more like you would see in club cricket, where there's few people around. You hear the crisp sound of bat on ball.
Maybe you run out, boys.
Really bringing the PSL almost back to what you at home, the viewer, would play on the weekends.
Oh, ball.
I don't know why the test players then crave they want a stage to showcase their talent. Still playing in empty stands, in front of empty stands. That is 20 for 2.
Allied Bank की बायोमेट्रिक एटीएम सर्विसेज ने तो सब आसान कर दिया है. अब
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट.
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं.
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें. Zong 4G.
Right, that's a handsome shot through the offside. Trusting the pitch, a little bit of width provided this time by the left armour and crashed into the fence.
What a strike. I always found Nadi Bapar a very difficult person to bowl to. Doesn't necessarily move his feet. Definitely a brighter, colourful drive. Just throws his hands at the ball. A stunning stroke. No reason as a bowler to think that that's going to be driven before that type of ball. Maybe a bit too much width.
I'm just trying to find out the reason why he's changed the angle.
Yeah, spot on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think you're exactly right. Maybe they're looking to defend a bit, but then why would you give this over to Shane Sharafredi? Is he your strike bowler? Maybe they're trying to keep LBW in the equation, but the ball has been swinging a little. Shane Sharafredi does get quite close to the stump, so LBW still is in play.
He almost becomes like a right-arm speedster, and that is a lot easier for a right-hander to face.
Yeah, and it takes away what makes him unique. He is unique because he is so accurate bowling over the wicket as a Left arm swing bowler. He's fast, and it's not someone that other teams will have faced consistently through this competition. Why take away that natural advantage that you have by coming around the wicket?
So that Moeen Ali's dismissal, was it the ball of the tournament?
That might be overstating things, Ramesh. It's been a lot of good balls.
What?
It's definitely a contender.
There's a whole lot of good about it, but I'm not giving it ball of the tournament because of the length. It was just a bit of a half volley. I'm trying to set a very high bar here.
Edge and gone for 4. No slips in place. Why wouldn't you have a slip in place? Because he's your best man to get you a wicket. In rhythm, in control. He's the real strike force, has been for Qalandars. Give him some sport in the slip quadrant.
The way they've been having that slip, almost like a floating slip, you wonder whether he would have gotten it as well. No question Ravi Bopara was trying to hit that down towards third man, but nowhere near as fine as that. Got away with it.
8 runs from the over. This partnership is building nicely for Sultans. 24 from 20. Can they gain more momentum?
Once again, that Yorker length with the new ball. That is pretty special from Afridi. 28 for 2.
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
किधर? जैज वीकली मेगा प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और फ्री जैज टीवी पर लाइव क्रिकेट के मजे उड़ाओ।
दुनिया को बता दो।
जगाए ज़िज़ायत की ये लाली।
नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
उम्मीद से डबल मिला, अच्छा लगा। यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में। पाकिस्तानी नेटवर्क यूफोन, जिसके लिए सब कुछ तुम ही तो हो।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में।
जगाए ज़िज़ायत की ये लाली।
नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
Mohammed Noman has tweeted and he says, Qalandars will win easily today. Dilbar Hussain, ball in hand now. Over number 6, final over of the power play.
Oh, there's every chance. They've taken another couple of wickets in the power play. They've taken 21 wickets in the power play. 7 more than the nearest
Fantasy League cricket is a good bet.
And the local birds, the kites, they are absolutely everywhere, all over Lahore. Must be thousands outside the hotel where we stay. Beautiful birds.
Seven runs off the over. Last ball of this power play. Good over. Just 8 from it. It's 6 overs gone here at Gaddafi Stadium. 36 for 2.
My ABL डिजिटल बैंकिंग से बस फेस आईडी से लॉगिन किया, QR से पेमेंट, कभी भी, कहीं भी, सब आपके हाथ में।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलिए अब मैच देखते हैं।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
मजेदार कॉइन से बना नया सीन ऑन, एक्साइटिंग क्रंच शेप में लिप स्मैकिंग फ्लेवर्स, तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो।
50 रुपए के लोड से पूरा महीना मोर से ज्यादा फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप के मजे उड़ाओ। तो अभी *911# मिलाओ।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
36 for 2. They were 4 for 2. So both these experienced batters at the crease, Masood and Bopara, doing a good repair job. But Samit Patel has got ball in hand. He's played a key hand at crucial times, and this is a crucial time. A win for Lahore sends them into the semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, unusual to see him take his first bow with the ball in hand outside of the power play.
Down, Samit.
The reason for that is probably that the Sultans began the innings with 2 left-handers in. So they had Hafiz bowl spin instead, and Samit comes in outside the power play with extra cover.
Catch it, Sammy.
There's 9 wickets with economy rate of below 8 and over, but it's the strike rate. Every 14, well, strike rate of 14.6.
Good use of the feet, just over the bowler's head for 4. Good value for your shots down the ground here at Gaddafi Stadium. And, this partnership now is on 37 of 30, 41 for 2.
Yeah, no spin there for Samit Patel. I've seen him turn the ball sharply at times, particularly that evening when he ended up with the incredible figures of 4 for 5.
We'll have to bowl that again in this searing heat in Lahore. It's been a welcome change, I have to say. Lots of rain, lots of cold weather in the evenings. Lovely day game. Oh, that's poor. And he'll be disappointed with that because you're just allowing the Sultans to get away.
Dear me. I think everyone on the side has a right to feel pretty underwhelmed at this fielding effort. Dear me.
Yes, Sammy, that's you.
So call for 2.
Great running, fucker. Well
And
done,
they'll
mate.
get it. The 2 boundaries off this over. Already 12 from it.
Well done, mate, well done.
1 ball to go. 48 for 2, Multan.
Come on, boys. Yeah. Keep working on it here, keep working on it. Well done, Harris.
13 from the over. And And 7 overs gone, 49 for 2.
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
किधर जैज वीकली मेगा प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और फ्री जैज टीवी पर लाइव क्रिकेट के मजे उड़ाओ।
दुनिया को बता दो।
₹50 के लोड से पूरा महीना मोर से ज्यादा फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप के मजे उड़ाओ। तो अभी *911# मिलाओ।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
Start with early wickets, but Masood and Bopara doing well in rebuilding. Partnership nearing 50. Hafiz to continue.
Bowling. 7 in.
Well, we've been talking about the contenders for ball of the match, but that says the Multan Sultans, a 50 comes up. How about this? Amir to Zaman.
Well, that right there, ball of the tournament for mine. think we're going to see all the tricks today from the quicks. Harris Ralph bowling that slower ball, almost that little offie. Almost bowls it like a UFO, not really getting revolution sideways. He almost gets it turning horizontally. Not really exactly what you're trying to do. The slower you can get it, the more it's going to end up looking like an off spinner.
Cracked away, but just for a single. Official radio partner of HBL PSL 5, 106.2. So great to have your company and great to see such activity online. I'm sure everyone is hopped online, wherever you're watching from, whoever you're supporting. What a great day for PSL that this competition is alive on the final day of group games. Call for 2. But it's 4 runs. What a good shot. 13 from the over, 65 for 2.
अलाइड बैंक का को बैच डेबिट कार्ड पाकिस्तान का पहला डेबिट कार्ड जो यूनियन पे और पेपाल दोनों की बैकिंग के साथ है। मुल्क में और मुल्क से बाहर भी सब जगह चलता है।
अलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें अब मैच देखते हैं।
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
नया पीक फ्रीज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा। जैस कैश मोबाइल अकाउंट के साथ घर बैठे मोबाइल लोड खरीदें फौरन। किसी भी नंबर पर जैस कैश ऐप डाउनलोड करें। पैसा नहीं, जैस कैश।
PTCL दे रहा है 4 MBPS की कीमत में 8 MBPS अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट।
जगाए ग़िज़ायत की ये लाली,
नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
नया पीक फ्रीज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय।
But Ravi Vapara, Shan Masood are lifting things here.
Down, skipper, you! Skip. Coming back.
Good running this.
Well done, Harris.
Faisal Shah's tweeted, he says, ball of the tournament, Amir to Haider at Rawalpindi. A couple of good ones coming through. Time for an Oppo selfie. You guys were quite busy with that a bit earlier on.
Here we go, come on here.
Oh, yeah. The tutelage of Michael Slater, getting the right pout, the right Zoolander look.
Yeah, you guys have had some good fun out there. But nothing will take away from the fact that Erin is the queen of selfies, so her job is still safe from that perspective. Although Slats does have the Zoolander look quite sorted out there.
Come on, boys, come on, boys. One more wicket here, one more wicket, come on.
These two starting to look comfortable. This has got a Ravi Bapara special written all over it as well.
Bowling.
It's the type of wicket that he really does thrive on. Well set now, 23 off 23 and ready to go. Perfect position to be, almost at the halfway mark of the innings. Perfect platform to explode. How far can they get? Can they get that 9 and over? Or even higher?
Masood has very quietly, very powerfully gotten to 40 off 26. Oh.
Yeah, nearly put the commentator's curse on Ravi Bapara there, Dirk Nannes. A nice delivery this from Farzat. A little bit slower. Got some serious side spin on it. Bapara managed to stretch the groins enough to stay in his crease.
Hey, ball.
Well, it's fair to say I don't think Ravi picked this one. Bowled that ball super wide. Ravi Vapara thinks, oh, that's just a wide. I'm not going to go for it. And it spins back in. Well bowled.
Can't chase that. What a way to end the over. 10 overs gone, 73 for 2.
एलाइड बैंक की बायोमेट्रिक एटीएम सर्विसेज ने तो सब आसान कर दिया है। अब करें कार्ड एक्टिवेट किसी भी वक्त और दीगर सर्विसेज बगैर कार्ड के।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं।
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
किधर जैज वीकली मेगा प्लस ऑफर लगाओ और फ्री जैज टीवी पर लाइव क्रिकेट के मजे उड़ाओ।
दुनिया को बता दो।
जगाए ग़िज़ायत की ये लाली।
नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
उम्मीद से डबल मिला, अच्छा लगा। यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में। पाकिस्तानी नेटवर्क यूफोन, जिसके लिए सब कुछ तुम ही तो हो।
पूरी की पूरी रकम फौरन से पहले पहुंच जाती है, इसीलिए मैं घर पैसे सिर्फ एलाइड एक्सप्रेस सर्विस से भेजता हूं और एलाइड एक्सप्रेस +1 टर्म डिपॉजिट से बेहतरीन मुनाफा भी।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
एलाइड बैंक की बायोमेट्रिक एटीएम सर्विसेज ने तो सब आसान कर दिया है। अब करें कार्ड एक्टिवेट किसी भी वक्त और दीगर सर्विसेज बगैर कार्ड के।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं।
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में।
एलाइड बैंक की बायोमेट्रिक एटीएम सर्विसेज ने तो सब आसान कर दिया है। अब करें कार्ड एक्टिवेट किसी भी वक्त और दीगर सर्विसेज बगैर कार्ड के।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं।
Right, game just about to begin here. Multan Sultans 73 for the loss of 2. Making a good recovery, partnership of 69 of 53. Mark Butcher and Michael Slater here with me. How are we doing, boys?
It's great to get off the bench. It's nice to be in here. And it's a good afternoon to everyone who's tuned in. He's been tuned in as well, hasn't he, Chris Lynn? We've had a few chats with him today. What a player he is in this form of the game, always has been. And he's got good conditions to bat a little later. Lahore, it's a simple equation. Lahore, it's a simple equation, guys, isn't it? They just need to win. And if they lose, they have to sit there and hope that Karachi beat Quetta and they're into the playoffs. And they won't be finishing bottom. That's where they've finished the last 2 years.
If they lose this game, they need to be on the prayer mat for the next one. Gladiators versus Karachi Kings play tonight. And so they'll have to wait for that contest to get over. Wisa coming on to bowl.
Yeah, David Visa was the the hero with the bat, hitting the penultimate ball for 6 in the win the other night against Zalmik that have given them the opportunity to qualify here. And I have to say, the way that Lahore have performed at home, I'd love to see them go through. They've deserved it. They built that momentum. But you don't always get what you deserve in this game.
I mean, on paper, they've got a seriously good bowling attack. There's Dilbar, there is Haris Rauf, there's Shaheen Shah Afridi, Visa, bit of flick spin in Farzan Raja. So they've got the bases covered. It's just that they've not clicked together as a unit at times. Direct hit is still in.
Yeah, they got on a roll, didn't they? And they won a few together, and there was 2 of those wins without Chris Lynn in there. So that was remarkable, because Chris Lynn's that sort of player where you rely maybe too much on him. I know back in Australia with the Big Bash, Brisbane Heat, you look at their squad on paper and it's outstanding. Chris Lynn captains, but I think they rely too much on him. And I wonder if he feels that sometimes, but it just shows it's a collective, isn't it? It's a whole team.
Well, that was interesting. He didn't open the batting in that win over Peshawar. Came in at number 3, made his first 50 of the tournament, and they got home.
It's looked good. Ravi Bopara is a proper batsman. Don't take him for a bowling all-rounder. He understands, reads the game so well as a batsman. And now partnership growing 74, and so difficult if you lose a couple of wickets in the first 6. It's the rebuilding phase, isn't it? And you can get things done badly and read it wrongly, but so far so good. Very fine partnership.
Yeah, winner with Essex in the T20 Blast back in England last year. Ravi Bopara with the bat was a major part of them winning the semi-final, and then getting them to a total that they could defend in the final. He's still got the fire burning. Has made a move to play his cricket with Sussex next year. So even though the international ambitions have gone, he still wants to go out there and prove that he's one of the best.
He's 34. Slow ball does the job. Shan Masood misses the line and is done. Cleaned up, castled, and so his resistance comes to an end.
It's a shame, isn't it, for Multan, because he was batting so well. 42 from 29 deliveries. So Wisa straight away just throws it out there. And the mistake that Masood made was just getting too much on the onside. He was reaching for that and allowed the inside edge. It's a good breakthrough for Lahore. And a good innings. Comes to a close. Always dramatic when you get bowled. 79 for 3.
My ABL Business Internet Banking के साथ फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन की एक्सेस, एम्प्लॉयज की सैलरी ट्रांसफर, बल्क पेमेंट, ट्रेड फाइनेंस जब चाहें कर सकते हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चले अब मैच देखते हैं।
जैस कैश मोबाइल अकाउंट के साथ घर बैठे मोबाइल लोड खरीदें फौरन। किसी भी नंबर पर जैस कैश ऐप डाउनलोड करें। पैसा नहीं, जैस कैश।
हैप्पी सुबह ऑफर्स की हैप्पी सुबह।
सिर्फ 99 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता 4000 MB से मजे उड़ाओ। अभी स्टार 288 हैश मिलाओ और मोर से ज्यादा डेटा चलाओ।
नया पीक फ्रीज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
Oh, aren't you? And just win now. Win today, get through. Nothing worse than having to rely on another side to beat an opposition to get through to the playoffs. They're so close. They've toiled for years now, and they've got so close, they might as well qualify.
So my question to you guys is that if Multan Sultans lose today, how will it affect their rhythm moving into semi-final? Because they've made a lot of changes. Shan Masood, they're missing the line of the ball and slow ball bowled. How will it affect them?
I mean, there's two schools of thought. One is you've given a lot of your older and more senior and more important players a bit of a break before potentially playing 2 games back-to-back, Tuesday and Wednesday. And so they'll be fresh and ready to go. The other school of thought is, well, if you're winning and you're going well, why change your winning team? And the only answer to that, Ramiz, comes in hindsight. It depends on what happens. It depends on what happens on Tuesday.
Would you have done it, Slats?
No, Dustak, a dance move. Dustak, there we go on the big screen. It has to be on the big screen. Nice. No, I go with your second school of thought. I don't think you change a winning side. There's only a couple of games to go.
Yeah!
Nicely bowled. He's going to see a little bit of turn today because it's drier. I think, Butch, you've read the pitch really well. It's a lot drier than we had the first game when I was here, and it was a real sheen to it.
I think Ravi Bopara is going to be fine again. We had another example a couple of overs ago where Farzan spun one past him, and Ravi Bopara, those 34-year-old groins, still pretty flexible. Yep, not out.
I like his leg spinning action because he can get the ball to tweak, which is great because you've got to have that basic ingredient. When you are a spinner, you've got to spin it, and then the add-ons can become handy.
Yeah, bowling,
But from that angle, I don't know whether he'll be able to bowl a good wrong-un or a flipper.
Yeah, it's a good delivery. If you can bowl the wrong, and it takes a lot of wickets in this form of the game. Just finishing on that point about changing a team or not. So we see that turn again. I'm just a believer that you've got 11 who are on a roll. You've got the feeling of winning. You're gelling as a team. The competition is over in a couple of games. You stick with that. All of a sudden, you can confuse matters. Bopara goes on and gets a big score, and now you start to look at one position that you might have been doubting. What do you do? It gives them an opportunity to play in case they're needed, but there's not many games to go, and Multan have just dominated, and I just don't think you mess with that.
The only thing I'll say to you, and I agree with everything you're saying, is they've left out Imran Tahir, who's played so many games, he's not going to worry about missing one. Shahid Afridi, same. Sahel Tanvir, same.
Oh, bold, mate. Bold.
The guys that they've left out are so experienced that it's not going to worry them too much.
150 years of experience for you. 83 for 3.
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें Zong 4G।
मजेदार कॉर्न से बना नया सीन ऑन, माउथ वाटरिंग फ्लेवर्स और प्लेफुल हुप शेप में। तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
Well, the fight is on. Multan Sultans involved in a young partnership of just 4 from 6. Zainab Abbas.
Yeah, I can tell you that Sai, the mascot, is probably the happiest right now because Multan Sultans are at the top of the table. Ali Tareen is here with me. Ali, सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी हैं?
No doubt. सब खुश हैं, सारे हमारे मुल्तानी बॉयज खुश हैं।
अच्छा, so overall, you know, जिस तरह से मुल्तान ने परफॉर्म किया है, मतलब स्पिनर्स ने भी कैसा लग रहा है क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर करके बहुत डिफरेंस है, there's a massive difference.
ये हमारा पहला ड्राफ्ट है, this is the first team we put together. और देखें पाकिस्तान में जब भी आप किसी भी सिस्टम में मेरिट ले आते हैं, बायस खत्म कर देते हैं, रिजल्ट अच्छे हो जाते हैं। ऑब्वियसली बिन वेरी लकी, कोई शक नहीं इस बात का। क्रिकेट में खास तौर पे T20 फ्रेंचाइज में टूर्नामेंट में आपको लक चाहिए होता है, और लक हमारे साथ था, मेरिट भी हमारी टीम में था, तो बस सही हो गया।
Now, you've often spoken about the young talent coming through in Pakistan, Zishan, Ashraf, Mohammad Ilyas. I mean, in terms of talent, this tournament has been amazing for the youngsters.
My favorite part about PSL is the young talent that comes through. people like Ilyas, people like Shadab Khan doing well as an all-rounder now, mashallah. You get Akif Eve doing really well. All these bowlers that have come through, Haris Rauf, such a big success story. So the best part about PSL is not who wins the trophy, it's about the young players coming through, because that's what people remember. If you ask a random cricket fan who won PSL 2 years ago, किसी को याद नहीं है, परवाह भी नहीं है किसी को. सिर्फ लोगों को याद है कौन सा प्लेयर किस टीम से खेला, हसनैन कहाँ से आया, हसन अली कहाँ से आया, शदाब कहाँ से आया. Obviously पाकिस्तान में करते रहे, पाकिस्तानी भी खेले, लेकिन PSL में जब आते हैं ना, सही मजा तब आता है.
Is he going to do a 12 for us?
सही. लास्ट पंजाबन. ये कौन से डांस है यार?
You'll have to do that once more. Once more. Come on. That's the one. That's the one. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you.
Let me ask you guys, what do you make of that interview, first of all? And what about that move from the mascot?
Yeah, great move, you've got to say that. Well, I thought it was an interesting interview because when he was talking about the emerging players, and that's what the PSL is all about, he's spot on. That's what I love about it.
Are you kidding me?
No, what do you reckon, Butch?
What I reckon is that's going to be out. David Visa's done it again. Ravi Bopara, it's not going to be a special from Ravi Bopara. He's been removed by potentially a new teammate in David Visa. He's also a Sussex Shark. And the big David Grohl lookalike has struck again.
I think it was pace off the ball. Ravi Bopara wanted to clear that mid-off field, a little bit of room, and just didn't catch it in the middle of the bat. Jubilee safe hands from Fakhar Zaman, and no problem for Visa. Lovely change of pace from the right armour. Bopara's promising innings comes to an end. 33 of 36, 4 down for 90.
अलाइड बैंक का को बैच डेबिट कार्ड पाकिस्तान का पहला डेबिट कार्ड जो यूनियन पे और पेपाक दोनों की बैकिंग के साथ है. मुल्क में और मुल्क से बाहर भी सब जगह चलता है.
अलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट.
चलें अब मैच देखते हैं.
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें. Zong 4G.
Saad Shafiq, he was added to the squad yesterday and he's out there, which leads me to the part of the interview that you liked.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been brushing up a little bit. We've had 3 days off, so been making sure that my Urdu is nice and sharp. And it was very interesting to hear the co-owner talk about the fact that it's the first time that the Multan Sultans have been able to sort of select their squad from scratch. You know, they've had inherited squads from the previous owners, and this time they're all over it, and they've been proven right, Ramiz?
Can I come in now? That wasn't in Urdu, that was in Pashto.
Yeah, we were just testing, Ramiz, just testing.
Well, they're obviously similar. I think we just say next time in English because we've got that covered, right? Yeah, there again, Butch. That's, you know, we always get accused of these late nights that we have, but this is what we're doing.
Bilingual, you lot. Let's try to keep this in English. 2 blows for Wisa. 2 for 9 in 1.5. Has read the pitch beautifully. Pace off is the way to go. Asad gets off the mark straight away. Runs hard for 2. Will he be able to make it? Dive is in. It's a close thing. Close shave. What's happening?
I tell you what, he was a long time out of shot there, and it looked as though it was a risky run anyway. I think it's Dilbar with the throw. And it was an unnecessary risk. It looked tight all the way, Michael Slater.
Yeah, I think so, Butch. I think this is a little bit tighter than he thinks. He's put in the big dive, which he needed to. And everything that's happened since Lisa's come into the attack is a real change. So he's down, he's flat, he's got a slide, and he's gone. That is out. What a good bit of fielding. And the bounce of the bat too. He's going to be on his way, and this gets easier for Lahore. They're putting in a good effort, so I just wonder whether the 4 changes they've made have changed a little bit of an attitude for Multan. Just thinking, oh, we're there, we'll relax. You cannot relax in this game.
Yeah, the rhythm is with you, and certainly it is not with you. The format forces you to be at your best all the time. He's quite prepared to walk away and walk out. The bails are disturbed. We're not getting the ideal replay here.
Oh, I don't think he needs another one other than that side-on one, to be honest with you. It's just taking a bit of time. There you go. Clunk. He's not in the behind the pumping crease, and that will be out. There it is, out. And it was just after the ball change as well. Not that that made any difference. It's just a bad call. And it was a gallant effort to dive in, but it is 91 for 5. Lahore on top here in Lahore.
Come on, Professor.
Hafiz is in again, 1 for 18 in his 3 overs. Outstanding angle he creates against the left-handers.
Well, Rummies, I know you're hometown boy. I mean, it's a case of Lahore have got to lock them out now. They've got to finish it off.
Close it out, yeah, absolutely.
Here's the throw. And it needed to be close to the stumps. It was. Ben Dunk does a good job. He was in trouble there, wasn't he? He knew he was in trouble.
Yeah, Oppo, smart fielding from Dilbart. He's impressed in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. Nice, mate. Nice effort.
When things are going your way, everything seems to click. Catching, fielding bit, that was an excellent run out.
Well, because they can't run on any atmosphere in the ground too, it's one of the most unique cricket games I've ever been to, and this is the way it's going to be right to the end. Sometimes players run on that energy of the crowd, and obviously a home team loves that home support, so they've got to manufacture it themselves, particularly that emotive player. So they've got no reason not to rally now. 94 for 5, well on top. Finish the job.
Come on, Professor. Oh, yes, Professor. I like that there. Come on, boys. 6 and 7.
How do what? Hot Safrake. Now, I want you to translate this bit for me, right, boys?
Oh.
Hand sanitizer.
What language you want it in?
Pashto.
Shabash.
Yeah.
No, we stole one of those big tubs earlier because obviously not to take lightly this problem that the world has got with the coronavirus, but when I go back to Australia in a few days, I am mandatory in isolation for 2 weeks. I've got to stay homebound.
Is that a good thing for you or a bad thing?
It's not a good thing, because I'll go stir crazy. So I'm trying to work out what I'm doing. And I've stolen one of those hand sanitizer oversized bottles.
Don't give me that. You want to trade that in for a Ferrari when you get home.
Those days are gone. Not my smartest move, let me tell you. 95 for 5.
पूरी की पूरी रकम फौरन से पहले पहुंच जाती है। इसीलिए मैं घर पैसे सिर्फ एलाइड एक्सप्रेस सर्विस से भेजता हूँ और एलाइड एक्सप्रेस +1 टर्म डिपॉजिट से बेहतरीन मुनाफा भी।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलें, अब मैच देखते हैं।
ये जो ग्राफ आप लोग देख
तेजी वो जो ऊखला माने, दुनिया को बता दो।
उम्मीद से डबल मिला, अच्छा लगा। यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में। पाकिस्तानी नेटवर्क यूफोन, जिसके लिए सब कुछ तुम ही तो हो।
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Buggy's a little quiet today.
Michael Slater's pinched all the merchandise, that's why. Guys taking that home as well.
Yeah, well, I had to drain it of petrol, so we've got a petrol shortage at home as well. There's no toilet paper, Tupple tea. I've grabbed some of that. So I'm going to be sitting at home for 2 weeks. If anyone coming into Australia, and this is happening around the country, I don't know what's happening in the UK. Butch, you're okay?
Yeah, we're not sure what we're doing back there at the moment. I don't think that there is any decree that we have to self-isolate coming back into the country, but things are changing at such a pace. You know, sort of every hour you get new advice.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm writing a list. I've got Xbox, Netflix,
mate, the guitar, mate.
The guitar. What else is there? I've got home fitness, I suppose. Yoga.
Deep breaths.
Meditation.
Maybe you can practice the dust-duck dance move there?
I'm going to. I perfected the moonwalk, so it's the dust-duck dance move.
We're clearly moved.
I think my safest place to be is here in Lahore.
Yeah, absolutely. That's safely done over the rope for 6. Slash, first 6 of the innings.
Yeah, it brings up the 100 as well for Multan. 20,000 rupees to charity from Golud Low. It's an absolute beauty as well. Listen, don't count out this Multan side. They may have made plenty of changes, but they're not 5 points clear of the nearest challengers in the group for nothing.
Yeah, and they might be a little bit weakened, Butch, with their bowling, but their bowling has been the best when you look at economy rate. So it's in the field there, excellent. Good slow ball.
Have you got a close-up of that release? Because I reckon that's the ball that's taken 2 wickets so far.
For in the game, and it's a beautiful shot. I love those 6s over extra cover. It was a real extend of the arms, but that one just trying to work to the onside. He's got a really good slow ball.
Fabulous release, isn't it? Because the seam stays upright. The batsman doesn't get any sort of tell by the seam revolving, and the ball just floats out.
That's gone fine. Fine leg up in the rings, so an easy shot to execute. A rare bad one from Visa. But his ability to read the pitch and then to tailor the bowling style has been quite amazing.
Yeah, sorry.
He can bat. Rohail is a genuine keeper batsman. Under 19 captain. Single. The last ball of the over, 109 for 5.
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Zong 4G की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
जैस कैश मोबाइल अकाउंट के साथ घर बैठे मोबाइल लोड खरीदें फौरन किसी भी नंबर पर जैस कैश ऐप डाउनलोड करें। पैसा नहीं, जैस कैश।
In the tournament? No, in the tournament. Oh, we're back. 11.05. 109 for 5. And we've hit that phase, haven't we? The final 5 overs. And this is where the real fireworks have to start. So Multan throughout this HBL PSL have gone at 11.5 runs and over in the final 5, which is not bad. And obviously today, they're going to need that. The average score throughout, Gaddafi's been 160, thereabouts, and we've seen a couple of pitches played on where it was a 200 scoring pitch because of it was a real sheen, it was hard. But it's just a little bit slower today. And Dilbar is not a bad bowler to finish things off. He can bowl that really quick delivery, and he's got good slower options as well. Dirk Nannis is back in the chair.
He's cagey, isn't he? Been really impressed with the way he's worked throughout this tournament. The way he's able to, as I've said before, it just looks like he's waking up in the morning in his slippers, walking down the corridor at home on his way into bowl. And let's go to some thunderbolts, regularly over 140. Does bowl that very sharp bouncer, but I'm not sure that's the type of ball that will be effective here. I think it's got to be more that Visa style, that slower ball into the pitch, which has been working so well thus far.
Yeah, I just wonder whether he watches Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer comes in on this shortish run-up, and then all of a sudden he hits that bouncer at high 140s. I mean, obviously he stung Steve Smith in that Lord's Test match. I'm just watching The Test, it's called, on Amazon, and it's unbelievable to get access behind the scenes. The Australian team, I don't think that's ever been done before. It's a great insight. Nicely played. Rockets down the ground. Exactly what they need, Multan. They need to get a flow in these final 5.
It's a left-hander's dream, this. Kushtil gets the half. Well, it's not really a half volley. Ball is just starting to reverse. This pitch is slightly abrasive. That is a glorious straight drive. It really is. Beautiful extension. Lovely weight, head over the ball. Flashed away to the mid-off boundary.
Oh, he was winding up there. He was going to go to cow corner, and then he bails out.
Beautiful balance, head over the ball, and then you see that shot, next ball.
That was the absolute antithesis, wasn't it, of perfect technique. It's just some kind of crabby, stabby. No, well, never mind. Got him off strike anyway.
Just one, so 9 from the over. And they just need to pick it up slightly. 118 for 5. 4 to go.
नया बिग फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
ये जो ग्राफ आप लोग देख
तेजी वो जो ऊखला माने दुनिया को। नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
Zong4j की
नई ऑलपर्स डेयरी क्रीम।
Zong4j की सुपर वीकली मैक्स ऑफर लगाएं और अब 30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong4j।
So Ralph now. His bowl 1 went for 13. And there's no one there. Just a little bit of chippish. Here's Zainab.
Yeah, Ravi Bopara is here with me. Ravi, you featured now in 5 PSLs. This is going to be your 5th year. You're back in Pakistan. when you compare this particular year to the rest, what kind of difference do you see?
We come back to
well, obviously we're playing all the games here in Pakistan, so the wickets have been slightly different to Dubai and Sharjah. So it's been getting used to the surfaces, and I think that's why a lot of the local boys have played well. They're used to the pitches, and a lot of the pitches have taken spin, so it's been good.
Multan has been doing really well. It seems like you guys have really gelled in together as a side. I mean, you've got a brilliant support staff there as well, so that's one of the things that always helps when you have such a team, right?
Yeah, I think the support staff are important. They're the ones who give you the confidence to go out and play. They back you, and we've had some good ideas throughout the competition. I think that's helped as well. We've played the right team at the right time. A lot of the boys are resting for this game because there's a big semi-final coming up in a couple of days.
5 wickets down. What do you make of the current situation in the match?
I think we're all right. We're in a decent position. It's not been easy scoring on that sort of pitch. It's quite slow. Ball's not really coming on, so it's quite hard to pierce the gaps. Otherwise, it's okay. I think 160 is a decent score.
Had a chance to get out at all? Just play a bit of golf?
We did actually go for a little golf evening, actually, under lights, which was really nice. We've been out to a couple of food places as well, which the food has been really good as well. So a couple of times, not too much.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and all the best for this one and the rest of the tournament as well.
Thank you.
Oh, it's out of here. That is out of here. The dynamic of this ground is that there's a lot of grass behind the boundary, and that's where a lot of the practice pitches are, and that is exactly where it's gone. He has nailed that.
Well, we had technical orthodoxy with the 4, but this is an Osaka Batteries power shot over mid-wicket. Front leg out of the way and swipe hard.
81 metres. There we go, into that vacant space. And down the ground, he smashes it. This is brilliant batting. It's the way to finish 20 overs. If he can keep this up, there'll be 3 after this. And Kushdeel is on a roll, 26 from 14.
Oh, this is just flat batting. Kushdeel's been in for a long time now. He's been in for 29 minutes. Didn't get to face too many balls early on because he was rotating the strike well, but now he's exploding.
Yeah, and these last 5, they're the best in the last 5, Multan. They've got the most. The highest run rate, and they're showing us how. It's 16 from it, 134 for 5.
Business internet banking के साथ financial information की access, employees की salary transfer, bulk payment, trade finance, जब चाहें कर सकते हैं.
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट.
चले, अब मैच देखते हैं.
जैस कैश मोबाइल अकाउंट के साथ घर बैठे मोबाइल लोड खरीदें फौरन किसी भी नंबर पर जैस कैश ऐप डाउनलोड करें. पैसा नहीं, जैस कैश.
हैप्पी सुबह और कर्ज की हैप्पी सुबह.
सिर्फ 99 रुपए में पूरा हफ्ता 4000 MB से मजे उड़ाओ. अभी *288 हैश मिलाओ और मोर से ज्यादा डेटा चलाओ.
नया बी फ्री सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा.
Well, the blue opening power play, a little bit sluggish, and then the middle part, too many wickets, but then it's the finish, and they've been the best finishers at just over 11. Lahore is second on that list as well, so that's a good matchup. That you've got Dilbar with ball in hand. There's 3 to go, and so he can bowl this and the last. Shaheen will bowl 1, but you've got Weeser as well that you could use. Runs away. And puts in a dive but doesn't haul it back. So this run rate now creeps up over 8. This is a good effort by Multan.
Really are starting to get some huge momentum going towards the end of this innings. Probably not the line he wanted to bowl. Yeah, you wonder who's going to bowl and whether Harris around bowling that previous over was needed. He's been tapped up.
Yeah, well, I'll bowl Shaheen next from the other end. I'd bowl him because he can maybe stop this with his Yorkers, because at the moment it's an onslaught. They've picked up the pace, and once it happens in this form of the game, Butch, it is hard to stop. Another HBL 6, and it's a big tally.
Oh, 20 grand, another 20 grand, and this is Kushti from Kushdil. Get it up there in the slot. He goes, boom.
Kushdil, this is a magic innings, isn't it? 33 from 13. And a good partnership to finish off. It's exactly what they needed. Now, just so you know, Kushdil in the last 3 years, he's hit 86s in Pakistan domestic cricket. Now, that's in 50-over cricket. He hasn't had much of an opportunity in this form of the game. So I think he'll be around for a bit longer.
I was going to say, I reckon he might get a bit more of a go now, don't you?
Why has it taken 3 years? 86s. So we're seeing another ball get changed. This will be the second time it's happened.
Well, it's because Kushdil's destroying the leather at the minute. This one took a huge ricochet off the advertising hoardings. And that's not done the quarter seam any good. This is a great hand, really great hand. Middled, 100%.
Yeah, well, the ball hit the advertising board. That's why it's got the chunk out of it. So what does Dilbar do now? Slow one, goes short. Wrong option. And normally you'd hear a crowd go wild for something like that. So we'll go wild up here for what we're seeing.
He is going berserk. 8 off 9 at the start of his innings. Then gone and taken 33 of the next 9 balls. And it shows no sign of stopping. Strap yourselves in, because I dare say this is going to be another big swat.
I was talking not long ago about Lahore finishing it off when they're on top. But it's just not happening at the moment. This batting has got such a flow that it's going to be hard to stop. Shaheen is the reason. 148.7 Dilbar bowls that one. That's why I say Shaheen should bowl the next over, because he's in the penultimate over, has got an opportunity to bowl those fast Yorkers, and he's got the slower ball, but those Yorkers have been deadly throughout, but I wouldn't leave him till the 20th. He's got to try and stem it in the 19th. Slices off, and 150 comes up. It was going to be a struggle for a while, but it actually waltzed there in the 18th over. Osaka power shot. This is a bit of the big hitting we've seen. It took a long time for that first one to be hit, but then it's been a little bit of a procession at the moment. You've just got to get that first one away sometimes. Smash down the ground, back live. Oh! Wow, duck that one. Free hit.
Oh, no apology there either from Dilbar, not one that we saw anyway. This is what a heat-sinking missile. Beamer. A warning from the umpire, and quite rightly so. I reckon this might even have had a little bit of reverse on it as well. This is how well Kushdil's seeing him.
Well, it just goes wrong. Occasionally it can go wrong. We don't see too many of them. Very awkward to face, because as a batsman you're tracking off the pitch. You say, watch the ball. Here's a free hit. And it goes for 4, so punished. The extra ball, and it's been utilised. That is actually the end of the 18th. 2 to go, 155 for 5.
नया पीक फ्रीड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
मजेदार कॉर्न से बना नया सीन ऑन, माउथ वाटरिंग फ्लेवर्स और प्लेफुल हुप शेप में। तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो।
यूफोन वीकली इंटरनेट प्लस से अब मिले डबल इंटरनेट वॉल्यूम उसी कीमत में।
Look at that last over, the 18th, 21, 37 in the last two. That is some hitting. So here he is, Shaheen. And there's that Yorker. Here's his Yorkers, and they're at pace too. Brilliant stuff. He's been the best throughout this PSL in terms of finishing off. Just have another look, Dilbar bowling that beamer.
Kushtil is seeing him well, I've got to tell you, because he was down early.
Let's just see what happens here. Let's just see what happens with Dilbar. Does he apologise to the batsman? Because we've got a spirit of the game going here. And he doesn't do anything. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that. I know he's probably heated and he can't believe he did it. Nicely played. There's an inventive stroke. Not that we don't see it too often in this game. We see it a lot, don't we? And he loved it. And that will bring up a 50. What a 50 we've witnessed here in Lahore of 22 balls.
Only his second innings, Kushtil. And it's been absolutely magnificent. Guessed that the ball was going to be full again. Guessed that Shaheen would go for the Yorker. Just got the line wrong. Second fastest 50 of all time in the PSL for Multan.
What's he going to try this ball? He could go again. Oh, good change up, Shaheen. And sometimes you do see him on the deck. You often see him on the deck in the field. He's one of the funniest fielders I've ever witnessed. He can get those legs tangled up, and he didn't follow through there. He's okay. He just hurt his thumb. But he won't stop him. He's a Trojan. He keeps coming in. He's a terrific bowler. And he keeps coming in with those Yorkers. We've obviously just seen a really good slow ball. Can he get the breakthrough? The last wicket was when they were on 91. Bowling again. That's what he does so well. So I think Weiss has got to bowl the final over. I wouldn't give it to Dilbar.
Yeah, you do need someone to take the pace off or be cagey. Shane Afridi's been so good because he's accurate with his Yorker. It's no good to try and bowl a Yorker if you can't nail it every time. He's been so good at doing that. But who's going to be able to match that at the other end? I don't think anyone can bowl Yorkers as well as him. It's going to be someone who can bowl defensively and get themselves out with no damage. I think that's Visa on this pitch.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That is brilliant.
Sorry, that's just ridiculous. There is no right for a batsman to try and play this shot.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Just look at the feet. The quick shift of position. I mean, if Shaheen doesn't go full there, he's just wearing that straight in the mush. But he's guessed, and guessed brilliantly. And that takes some real bravery and skill.
Oh, Butch, he got there so early in that position. I'm surprised Shane didn't dig it in. Oh, brilliant. Yes, we needed to see it today. His final ball of this inning, Shaheen, just proves that his Yorkers are the best we've seen so far.
This is an absolute rip snorter of a Yorker to finish his set of four. No problem there. Foot originally lands behind the line. Spots so well again today. 6 wicket falls, 165 for 6.
ABL डिजिटल बैंकिंग से बस फेस आईडी से लॉगिन किया, QR से पेमेंट, कभी भी कहीं भी सब आपके हाथ में।
अलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
चलिए अब मैच देखते हैं।
30 GB डेटा के साथ YouTube पे अपने फेवरेट क्रिकेट सीजन की लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंजॉय करें। Zong 4G।
मजेदार कॉइन से बना नया सीन ऑन, एक्साइटिंग क्रंच शेप में लिप स्मैकिंग फ्लेवर्स, तो अब अपना सीन ऑन करो।
50 रुपए के लोड से पूरा महीना मोर से ज्यादा फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप के मजे उड़ाओ। तो अभी *911# मिलाओ।
नया बी फ्री सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
Well, occasionally we get a little perplexed in this game. Now, the final over is to be bowled by Ralph. 2 overs for 29. And we'll just add to that, won't we? We'll just add to that. We're now in the 30s. He had Weiser up his sleeves, the skipper. He's got 2 for 24 off 3. That has been hammered over extra cover. Low full toss, HBL. It's like a slot machine, the number.
And this is exactly what I was talking in the last over. Shane Sharafridi would bowled that length. Look at that, almost landing on the crease. And when you're on, great ball to bowl. When you're not on, you bowl full tosses, like we've just seen from Harris Ralph, and it goes 20 metres over the fence. Can't bowl that ball again.
I tell you, this is looking like a good score now. Dirk Nano said it in the opening couple of overs. This is a quarter-final for Lahore.
Oh, fetch that one too. That's out of here. Look how big and long that is. That's gone high and it has travelled. The umpire is getting exhausted.
Stand and deliver. Once again, look at that length, going for the Yorker, nowhere near it. Such a dangerous to bowl.
Oh, good celebration. Tupole tee. Butch wants a little bit of extra in that tee, I'm sure, after that shot. But you did say, I must give you credit, you said setting the pace today might have been a really good option for Lahore. And the buggy is in danger, the HBL buggy. It's just sitting there. It can't move. Well, at least he's got a slow ball. But Weiser, at 2 for 24 with 1 left, has not been given the over. I can't believe that. So this is going to be hard to chase down now, Butch.
Yeah, you'd imagine that it's going to be something in excess of 180. Qalandars have chased down a couple of scores in that region on their winning run. But this pitch is a little slower. They're not going to have Dew to help them out later. And it's a quarter-final for them.
He's hammered that. Unfortunately for Lahore, it's gone straight to the man in the deep. He's 64 off 28. Kushdeel has been outstanding, absolutely outstanding. So in the last 30 balls, they've scored 74 for 1. So you think of the position, it was 4 for 90, 5 for 91. Multan in trouble. And it just goes to show, this is what a Chris Lynn or a Ben Dunk or one of the talented Pakistan players are going to have to do for Lahore. The cameo. You need the cameo.
And there's been no panic either. Remember, he was 8 off 9 balls. 8 off 9. Then he has just gone bananas. Absolutely belting the ball to all parts. Entertaining batting.
Yeah, needed to get up the other end.
You know, the definition of cameo is kind of like it's a bit part that steals the show, right?
Well, I'm
kind of giving him a starring role here in this innings.
This is a starring role. It's more than a cameo, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Cameo is probably 30 off 10, 30 off 15, changing the flow.
David Visa at the back end of the game against Peshawar with the bat. That was a cameo. Won the game.
This is a solid innings.
This is a starring role from Kushdeel.
Yeah, sorry, Butch, I got that wrong. Last ball. And he's let it go through. It's a wide, so That's a good move. Kushtil, nice to be put in my place there by...
No, listen, I just know, I know what a student you are for languages, you see.
Well, quite often I tried to use the Queen's English, but I can't really pull it off when I say Australia. I come from Australia.
Straya.
So this should be the last ball of the innings. 180 for 6. Oh, thank you very much. Robin Hood has got the arrow out and down the ground she goes.
That is an absolutely magnificent shot to finish off a magnificent innings from young Kushtil. None for 50, Harris Brow finishes up with. Oh boy, I bet he was looking forward to bowling this last over at this young man who has just dispatched everything that has been dished up to him. What an innings. The star is born.
Some great late order hitting. He's taken what was going to be a middling score up to something formidable.